Have you ever played a game that was so good you wished you could live inside it? Well, now you can. Welcome to What If You, where we take an in-depth look at fictional universes and answer the age-old question, what if you lived there? Today, we're looking at a world without rules. Let's dive right in. Welcome to Minecraft, a world made of blocks where anything is possible. You wake up in your new home, a small wooden house on the edge of a vast forest. There's something different about this place, though. There are no roads, no cars, no buildings or houses. In fact, this whole town only consists of trees. That's because you're in the only known settlement in this entire world, a village of 100 people who have been living off the land for generations. Your new friends and neighbors are kind and welcoming, but they don't know much about the outside world, having never left their little patch of forest. They do have one story, though, a legend that tells the tale of an evil dragon who lives beyond the trees, stealing people away and never bringing them back. The villagers are too afraid to leave their homes and venture into the unknown, which means life here can be a bit boring. But you're not like the others. After all, you were chosen to play this game, which means you have a few advantages over the rest of the villagers. You're immune to falling damage, lava, and explosions. So now you have the opportunity to change the lives of everyone you've ever met. So what will you do? If you chose to go exploring, you would find a world full of opportunity. The first thing you'll notice is that everything is made of blocks. This includes other players. It might sound strange, but it actually makes things easier. No more worrying about where to get food or how to build a shelter. Just punch a tree and start crafting. As the sun begins to set, you see a zombie shambling through the forest. Even though it's slow and easy to outrun, you decide to fight. To your surprise, it drops an emerald when it dies, and while you don't know its use yet, you just know you want more. Since the zombies only come out at night, you wait until dark, then run into the forest. This time, you find an abandoned mine. Maybe this is where the dragon lives. You don't think the villagers would mind a little excitement. Plus, the deeper you go, the stronger the monsters become, meaning better loot when you defeat them. As you dig further and further, you stumble across diamonds, an extremely rare resource used to craft tools and weapons. With these, you can make quick work of even the strongest creatures and claim their treasure. You also might find some redstone, an even rarer material that's almost magical. You can use it to automate farms for food or even build a clock. Some say the best adventures happen underground, and in this case, they're right. There's so much to discover, from temples filled with treasure to huge caves full of water. It's a wonder the villagers haven't found these before. And, speaking of treasures, let's look at what else this world has to offer. On the surface, there are villages scattered throughout the land, each with unique architecture and friendly residents. Many are made of blocks like yours, but some are made of stone or even snow. There are also huge areas of grass, desert, and mountains. Each biome has its own unique plants and animals, some tameable, others hostile. But no matter where you go, there's always something interesting around every corner. Rivers lead to lakes, which lead to oceans teeming with fish and other sea creatures. And no matter how far you travel, the sky stays the same, dotted with stars that twinkle just like back home. There are even planets and moons to be seen. When you finally reach the ocean, you realize that it goes on forever. There isn't any land on the horizon, and you've never seen so much water in one place before. It feels endless. This must be the edge of the world. Or maybe it's just the beginning. If you swim out far enough, you might just find out. You'll have to bring some food and water with you, though, because nothing appears underwater except, of course, fish. And if you're lucky, you might spot a dolphin or even a whale. As you continue your journey, the water becomes deeper and darker. The light from above barely penetrates the surface, leaving only a few small patches of green algae. But then you see it, a huge underwater temple made of prismarine. There are many rooms filled with treasure, but there's also something else here, a huge structure in the center of it all. It looks like a giant sea creature made of blocks. But what's it doing here? You don't know for sure, but there's only one way to find out. So you head down, down into the darkness, past the watchful eyes of the deep-sea creatures until you reach the bottom floor. There are chests everywhere, each one filled with valuable items and strange artifacts. One chest even contains an enchanted book with a mysterious inscription. Could this be the key to unlocking everything? The secrets of this world you don't know for sure, but there's only one way to find out. So you put on the book, ready for anything. Whether you decided to explore or not, one thing is for sure, there's danger everywhere. The sun is setting and the creepers are coming out. These hostile creatures love to sneak up on players and blow them up. That's why it's important to be prepared. You've collected some wood, so now you need to turn it into a sword and some armor. Luckily, the blacksmith in town has everything you need to craft powerful weapons and sturdy protection. But if you want the best gear, you'll need to explore dangerous dungeons filled with traps and monsters. Once you have your weapons, you're ready to fight. Skeletons fire arrows that can pierce even the thickest armor, but their aim is slow and predictable. Zombies shamble towards you, but their attacks do very little damage. And if you're fast enough, you can dodge their attacks and strike back. Enchanting tables allow you to improve your weapons with special abilities like sharpness or knockback. Some enchantments are rare and hard to obtain, so you'll have to search far and wide to find them. As you venture further into this blocky world, you'll encounter even more dangers like spiders, creepers, and even dragons. But don't worry, there are plenty of ways to defend yourself from harm. You can hide in your house, craft armor, or even ride a pig into battle. With a little luck, you might even find a villager willing to fight by your side. However, no matter how strong you become, there are some things that can't be defeated. The night is dark and you're exploring alone when suddenly a creeper sneaks up behind you and blows you up. You respawn at your bed, losing half of everything you had. You can either give up and try again or keep playing. If you choose to keep going, you'll need to find another way to protect yourself. After all, the creepers aren't the only threat in this world. So what will you do? Will you continue playing Minecraft? How long could you survive in this blocky world? And what would you do with all those emeralds? Share your thoughts below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.